to the very first surprise episode of Entering Endgame, baby. We're calling this Entering Endgame Goes to the Movies, baby. I'm your host, Ashley Florida. It's so great to be here. Joined as always by my co-host, Fresh64_. Hi, Fresh.
Hey, Ashley. How you doing today?
Good. This is so cool, isn't it? Like we're like dropping a surprise episode of the podcast.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this episode. Like we had talked about it and, floated the idea. So very excited to actually be recording and putting this out there for everyone to hear. Super excited.
Yeah, it won't always be a surprise, y'all. It won't always be a surprise, y'all. But I thought this was so cool. We've done some movie podcasts in the past, with video game related movies like Mortal Kombat and the Mario movie. But we really, Fresh and I really have a love for cinema, especially him, and like our communities love movies and cinema so much. So this is actually the first episode of Entering Endgame where we will not be talking video games. Wild.
I know, right? Treading new territory here.
Yeah, it's nice, I think. And people have responded really well to the other movie podcasts that we've done. So I'm very excited to dive in. Fresh, we didn't even talk about this. Will you do the honors and let the people know what we're talking about today?
Yes, today's movie review and discussion will be End of Oak Street.
Woo!
New movie out. I'm very excited to talk about this. Love this movie.
Me too. Fresh and I actually just went to go see it tonight. It was my first time seeing it, and it was your third
time, yeah.
Wow.
I was only planning on seeing it twice, but then it kind of worked out to where we were going to record this podcast. I was like, I'll go see it again.
That's so awesome. I'm glad you went to see it with me because, we'll talk about it. But I'm super excited to dive into this. It's really love to do a spoiler cast and just chat movies. So let's dive right in, baby. Fresh, please do the honors.
Yeah, so I want to start off kind of just like our other review. We're going to start off with just a basic review, kind of going into just how we felt about the movie. And then afterwards, we'll get into like more spoiler territory. So like I said, if you haven't watched it, you can kind of hear our views, see what you think if you want to give it a shot. And then for those that have watched it, you can kind of follow along with us and hear us kind of break down the movie kind of beat by beat and get into details about it.
Perfect. And well, don't worry, guys. We will let you know when spoiler cast is starting in the episode.
Yes. So I kind of like to start with you, Ashley, because like I said, you just seen this. I've seen it a few times already. So I kind of want to start with you. What are your overall thoughts on End of Oak Street?
My overall thoughts, without a single spoiler, are I just was so surprised by so much in the movie. It really did have like a lot of parts that I was really surprised. Like it really had a thriller, like suspenseful element to it. There were so many different like facets and like genres you could really consider this movie to be. But the number one thing I loved about this movie is that the trailer did not spoil anything. Such huge plot points and things that happen and just wild stuff that happened in the movie like were not spoiled at all in any of the trailers, which you just never see anymore. I feel like every movie trailer just spoils all the good parts, and this was the opposite. I think they could have put more in the trailers to get more people to see the movie. But I'm a big Jurassic Park fan. I love all those movies. I've seen every single one in the theater, and so I was just excited to see a dinosaur movie, and it's just like it's so much more than that. And I'm going to say, maybe controversial because of the Odyssey, but this is my favorite acting that Anne Hathaway has ever done.
Wow. Ever? Oh, she's
ever.
Any of her movies?
Any. I'm talking like, I love Devil Wears Prada. Like, I've seen her in so many different movies. Oh my God. Dark Knight, love of my life.
Princess Bride. I'm drawing a blank.
Odyssey.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Anne Hathaway, she's had a banger year. She's been
oh my God,
just back to
she's
back.
had an insane year. Really and truly. You know what? I was like getting a little sick of seeing her. To be honest with you, I was like getting a little sick of seeing Anne Hathaway. But like, I kind of feel like this movie like made me like change my mind. I don't know. Like it was a breath of fresh air. Ewan McGregor was incredible in the movie as well. But like Anne Hathaway really and truly like stole the show for me. I loved the movie. If you like a dinosaur movie, if you like a suspenseful movie, if you like a weird and wild fucking movie, this is the movie to go see.
I agree. I said I'm just gonna echo some of your thoughts and opinions.
Yeah,
I love this movie. I agree with the trailers. I don't think they showed enough. They did a good job of keeping the dinosaurs a secret, or not a secret, but just saving them for the movie. Like you really didn't get to see all the different types of dinosaurs and a lot going on in the movie. It was more just focused on the characters themselves and then kind of building that. That's what I love, building the suspense in that moment. So like when you do watch the movie, it's really like
Yeah.
just a wow moment. One thing I really love.
There's a lot of wow moments in this
I
movie.
know. I cannot wait to like break it down. But yeah, the
Yeah.
cast was great. I know we already talked about Anne Hathaway and Ewan McGregor. I love Ewan McGregor,
I do
amazing. Anne
too.
Hathaway, amazing. But I also thought the kids did a great job.
Me
The
too, actually.
daughter,
The yeah, yeah, definitely.
I was gonna say Maisie Stella, the daughter, and then Christian Convery is the son. I thought they did a really good job, and I again I can't wait to talk about more about the son, the young man in the movie because
Yeah.
I feel a certain type of way about him. But I thought they did a good
I
job.
bet
Like I
you
said,
do.
like there was a lot of really strong emotional beats to the movie, and I thought they
Yeah.
really nailed it. They really did a good job.
There is a lot of emotion in the movie, like that's why I'm saying like that. I really feel like it was Anne Hathaway's best performance for me. Like I literally saw the Odyssey, one of the greatest. It's going to be one of the greatest movies of our time, of our
Yeah,
lifetime, and she was incredible in that, and I loved her more in this. I just like every emotional point, like she drew me
I
in,
think she
like I believed it.
carried the
Oh
movie for
yeah,
sure. She was
oh
such a
yeah.
strong. I know her and Ewan, and Ewan's such an amazing actor, but man, she had an amazing performance.
They were
Amazing
great
performance.
together too. They had such great chemistry too on the screen. So it's such a great like get a popcorn and sit and enjoy a crazy awesome movie. Like if you're
Mm.
looking to have a fun night or fun afternoon, like the whole time I think when the movie went to credits, the first thing I did was I looked over at Fresh and I said, "That's the most wild movie I ever saw in my life."
He did say, also like I just thought this. I think this movie in particular kind of has like just an old school like 80s, 90s kind of summer blockbuster vibe to it.
Mhm.
That I think it just captured so well. It's just a fun, like just fun movie, a lot of action, tense moments.
Yeah.
Visually, I thought it looked amazing. I love the dinosaur design. I think they looked great. And one thing I really liked was, set in the 80s, and it just like visually the clothes, the like all
Ugh.
the props in the background, like the food brand labels and
The
like
cereal labels and
wallpaper,
everything.
like
Yep.
it's so cool. Like, just takes you back to that time. Music, and like I said, everything
I
was
was gonna say that the soundtrack to this movie is incredible. I was singing along the whole time.
they
Like
had
the
some good
soundtrack is
yeah, they had some good
amazing.
songs.
Amazing. I was like, oh, I love that song. Oh, I love that song. Oh my god, I love that song. The whole time. The whole time. And they had all the accessories of like the 80s,
A lot of
like
name
it
brands.
really they did have a
Like
lot of name
just
brands.
that decoration, like they nailed the decorations, the everything in the house, just that old that just the wallpaper, the carpeting, like just everything looks
Everything.
so, the vehicles, things
And
like that. It looks so good.
you mentioned too the outfits and everything. I thought the costumes were awesome. Like
Short
really
shorts.
I mean, yeah, the guys in
The
short
the
shorts,
shorts with
like
the high socks with the stripes, the
yeah.
shoes, like shout out to the the costume designer and
Mm-hmm.
all the
Anne
effects and
Hathaway's
everything.
outfits were awesome. They were
She looked good.
so
She looked
great.
good.
They were so great. Wow. The costume I was gonna say, like I had that written down to say that the costume design in this movie was awesome. I really it felt so authentic. It felt
Yeah,
like
I
the
feel like
80s. And also I didn't mention that the dinosaurs looked
amazing.
amazing.
Just
And they
super
looked
cool.
very like how could I say they're true to life? We've never seen a dinosaur, right? But they didn't make them like, look like the scale like the scaly lizard Jurassic Park
They
in
had
a
the
sense, like so
feathers.
much. They
Yeah,
had the feathers on a
the
lot of
feathers.
them,
Yeah,
like, and it seemed more, I'll put in quotes, historically accurate, if you will. But we probably know a lot more now than we knew when the Jurassic Park
Jurassic Park.
movies came out.
I know.
So,
I was like speaking to
really good.
Jurassic Park. I know you kind of touched on it, but I obviously Jurassic Park is the the original Jurassic Park 1 is the gold standard, is the
Of
best.
course.
But like this one, I would say this one outside of Jurassic Park, I would say I'll put it up over easily any of the Jurassic Worlds, and probably I'll probably put it over Lost World and 3 of the original trilogy.
I can't. I can't go that far. I feel like it's such a different type of like it's so different, like the stories and everything. I'm such a big Jurassic Park lover, but any type of any if there's any other dinosaur movie out there in the universe, like this comes right underneath the Jurassic Park series for me. It was really, 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 really. Once it comes to streaming, I will definitely be watching this movie again.
This is a fun one.
Yeah.
Also, just a note, it is PG-13, but I definitely believe they definitely push the limits of that rating. So like
It
I would
was
say if you're
PG-13.
yeah, it's PG-13. So if you're like if you're you have definitely obviously younger than 13, younger kids. This one's it's pretty like I said, pretty intense. Some gory scenes in there. So like I feel like younger kids probably would be scared, but one thing I liked is that it was pretty gory, pretty intense. A lot of
Yeah.
tense moments. I would not classify as like scary, but like there were some
Agreed.
tense nail biting moments for sure.
Agreed. I thought there was definitely like thriller suspense moments in
Yeah.
the movie for me. I was actually kind of glad I didn't see it by myself because like there was a lot of moments where I was like, oh my god, what the heck is happening? What's gonna
I
happen
know.
next? And like the music got like scary, and I was like, oh my god.
And it was loud.
So
It was loud.
yeah, it was not
was
honestly loud, but still
yeah, it
loud.
was loud.
If you listen, me and Fresh both don't have kids, but like if you have young kids, I personally recommend not bringing them to this one.
They were
Just me.
like we'll get when we get to the spoil. There was a funny scene that was.
I have things to say about that
It was
scene.
a
I
really
have things
funny
to say
scene.
about that scene.
Very odd. I don't know, very odd. I mean, it was
Oh
funny.
my
I think it was
God.
funny they added it in
Oh
there,
my
but I mean,
god.
we'll talk about it.
I saw you side eye me for that scene to see like my reaction. I was like,
I knew you were
oh
gonna
my
pop off. I
god.
knew that would get a rise.
Yep. It did.
It was very funny.
Oh man, guys, so seriously though, like if you're into any like suspenseful thriller, anything with dinosaurs, like this is the movie for you. I
Yeah, just
enjoyed it so much. I'll definitely be rewatching it, and I'm sure like many times in the future.
yeah, definitely watch it in the theater. Because it has that moment, just like visually, you want to see that on the big screen. You know, the sound that you want off the theater. But yeah, definitely, I would recommend this as any fan of action movies, kind of thriller type. So yeah, obviously, you love dinosaurs, got to go see it.
Absolutely. Do we give the non-spoiler people our rating?
Yeah, we give more rating.
Okay, you first.
I gave this movie a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Must watch, fun movie. Definitely check it out.
I also gave this movie a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
9 out of 10. Definitely will rewatch. It's awesome. And I think it's like I'm one thing I always rate on is rewatchability. I think this is definitely like super rewatchable. You know what too? I hope they make more.
I would love them to continue this.
I hope they make more. It could be the next Jurassic Park.
I was like my own, not my complaint about dinosaur movies in general. Like we don't have outside of Jurassic Park, Jurassic/World. Like we don't have, like nobody makes dinosaurs. I always confuse me. Like dinosaurs are such like everybody loves dinosaurs. It's such a cool, interesting genre. Like where are the dinosaur movies? And then End of Oak Tree was like, oh, we'll do it,
Shmoney.
and then they made it. I said,
Mm-hmm.
like people can think whatever we want about Jurassic World. Like I don't think the Jurassic World movies are that great.
I
I
love
think
them.
they're good. Some of them good, some of them not as good. But
Mm-hmm.
I think I want this to push Jurassic World fans to say, okay, we need to step our game up because I think we just got shown up from probably smaller budget. I'm assuming smaller budget maybe.
For
And
sure.
they just told like a better story.
sure.
Interesting. I mean, it's hard to compare. There's very different stories, but it tells such a good
Yeah.
story with interesting,
The-
compelling
Mhm.
characters.
Yes.
A lot of heart, a lot of emotion in the story as well. So
It gets you from the
that's my push.
beginning. Like I was interested the whole time. There wasn't one moment where I was like, God, like I want this movie to end. And I said,
love the
I'm
pacing.
ADHD. So yeah, the pacing was great. And then,
pacing.
yeah. And the ending, I was like, oh, I was like, God, I want more. But I was also like, okay, I'm okay with this, with it ending here. Like
wasn't too short.
very
like,
satisfying.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. It was like the perfect amount of time.
Yeah, didn't overstay its
Perfect.
welcome, and like I said, not too short. Where you're like, oh, I needed more. They told their story in a good amount of time, and like I said, good pacing. Very well done.
Yeah.
Give me more.
I know. Give me
Definitely,
more,
like,
right?
I mean, we can talk about it later, but like, I feel like there's a lot of ways they can go with it to carry on for them to
Oh
continue the
yeah.
story. I mean, I think
Oh
it sets
yeah.
up.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else for our non-spoiler people?
No, I think that's it. I think we're ready to get into our spoiler cast.
All right. Well, for those not looking for spoilers today, thank you guys so much for watching. And come back after you watch this incredible movie. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Welcome back, baby, to the spoiler cast.
For those that made it through, have already seen it, or maybe I guess there's still some people that like want to hear about it, because I think there's still some people like I've done before. I want to hear about the movie to get a little more before I watch it. So
I'm one of those people. I never mind. Like for the most part, I don't mind spoilers for things. Like so, if this was my podcast that I like enjoyed that I didn't do myself because I mean I enjoy it, but I do it. I'd stick around and listen to the spoiler cast probably.
Yeah.
So
whoever if you've seen it or if you haven't seen it and you're here, welcome. And I said I'm very excited because this movie, like you said, it had so much going on. There were so many like wow moments. It's a big wow. Like so we'll get to it.
Wild.
I'm excited.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about that. Oh my god, I can't wait. I'm so excited for this.
All right.
Let's dive right in, baby.
Ready? All right. So the movie opens up. We are in a beautiful suburban town set in the early 80s. There's a good old-fashioned block party. I don't know. Have you ever?
That was so cool.
Ever been in a neighborhood that's had that? I talked about this like with our community. Like I've never lived in an area that had these block parties.
No, I've like lived in neighborhoods where like, you know, a bunch of neighbors will go to like one person's house, but I've never experienced a block party like that before. I've like really only seen them in movies,
like
but
it feels very old school. Like
yeah,
it doesn't happen that much. I mean, maybe like it's my areas, but I've never been around them. I've never seen them. I haven't been around.
Honey, I don't know the names of any of my neighbors. Do you?
No.
Okay.
Like I said, I think it's more old. Like I feel like now people want to be. Like people don't go out. Like I said, you don't talk to your neighbors. You don't know who's next to you. It's just everybody keeps to themselves.
Yep.
So I think, like I said,
different time.
Yeah, same with the time. Like that 80s, people are still friendly to their neighbors.
I know.
It was a good time.
It was a good time. But that was cool. I thought that to myself too. I was like, I was actually wondering. I was like, I wonder if Fresh has ever been to a block party. I was like, I ain't never been to one.
I know. It feels very weird now.
But it was cool. Very cute. Very like compelling way to like start and like introduce you to the family.
Like,
yeah.
Wholesome neighborhood. Family, they're playing sack races and all these things.
Very cute.
And what I feel like it works well because as you set up, it looks like a happy family. There's a neighbor that points out, oh, you have the perfect family. He points out to Ewan McGregor, you have the perfect family. What a beautiful family. Like you're the luckiest guy. So, they're playing different games, doing water balloon toss, things like that. Then you kind of see the first moment where maybe this family, there's a little more going on with this family. So there's a tense moment. They're going to start the grill. Ewan McGregor, the dad, is like, I can't work the grill. I had to go pick up some shifts for his side job.
Yeah.
And already, Anne Hathaway, she's already a little upset.
She's mad.
She's mad. She's like, I thought you quit that. You got hired from your, they rehired you from your job. This is going to be important later. And he's like, what's the big deal? I'm just picking up some extra cash. Also, before that, this is also important. They do have a family dog, Starbuck, who
the best actor in the whole movie.
They did tease at the beginning that he may not be such a good dog, and turns out maybe he's the best dog. We will see.
I mean, the best dog and the best actor in the whole movie. Nobody was better.
I know.
Nobody was better. No human in that movie outdid his acting.
I know, but he wasn't supposed to be at the block. He wasn't supposed to be at the block party.
But he was.
The son tells the mom, Dad said it's okay. Oh. So when mine is back,
Dad's messing up. Dad's messing up.
So that's another thing. He's leaving the block party. They're supposed to build some family time. It was supposed to be their time. He's leaving.
Yeah.
He told the son to bring the dog after they already said not to bring it. So she looks like the bad guy. And he ends up taking off. He ends up leaving. And meanwhile, the kids can see this from afar. And they already know before that, like, yeah, there's some rocky relationship going on. And the son is mentioning, are they going to get a divorce? No. The daughter's like, no. There's, it's just everything will be okay.
Can I say too that little part where they walk off like privately to have an argument, and then somebody's like, "Nice day," and so she goes from like arguing to, "Oh my god, I know, it's so great," and then she looks right back at him and starts arguing again. I was like, "I've done that, girl."
I know. And when she said,
I've definitely done that.
She mentioned when she told her he was leaving, she's like, "Can we step to the side?" I was like, "Oh, the tone," and just you felt
the
like,
tone.
Oh no!
But good for her that she didn't want to argue in front of the neighbors. Good for you, girl.
I agree,
Keep yourself private, girl. I agree with you. I agree with you, girl. I liked that.
But
I liked that.
Turns out it turns out there may not be the perfect family after all.
Mm-hmm.
She goes off. She wants to check on the neighbor, Mrs. Huddleston. Love this sweetest old lady.
Cutie. Old lady. Cutie pie.
She's a sweet neighbor. She is reading a manuscript from Anne Hathaway. She's kind of turns out she's aspiring author. She's kind of writing her book. Mrs. Huddleston is reading it, giving her feedback, and she points out that the story. She loves the story. Some of the details. I loved how she said details.
Details. I love people say it like that. Oh, I love that.
It's like an old school
I love that.
Type of way.
Pronunciation.
She loves the details. She points out the character in the story, the woman in the story has kids. She has her yellow suitcase packed up, just ready to go, and is tugging at her heartstrings. And at that point you can see, there's something a lot deeper going on. Because in my head, she is not happy. She wants to leave, so she's getting her feelings out through this book. And
right.
I thought
it gave you like it very quickly. It like showed you like that. Oh my god, you guys are perfect. And then it was like, ooh, they're having an argument. Ooh, he's not listening to her going to do deliveries. Ooh, he's not listening to her, and he let the kid have the dog. And then she goes over to the neighbors, and then the neighbors like, oh, I love your book that you're writing about how this woman hates her life and wants to leave. I was like, okay, girl.
Of course, that Hathaway was just like, no, it's just a story, just a random story. Don't worry about it.
Okay, girl.
Just a random story.
Okay, girl.
So anyway, nice sweet lady. She's reading the book. She plans to write it. Before she leaves, she's like, can you check something out in the backyard for me? What's in the backyard? It's a strange looking plant that just suddenly appeared out of nowhere. And they are
out of nowhere.
This is a little fact here. You can look it up. A pleuramia, I believe, is the type of plant that is growing in the backyard. They don't know what it is. Anne Hathaway, she has her little handy dandy Polaroid that'll come into play later as well in one of the scenes. She takes a picture of the plant. She's like, I'm gonna take it to the library like they used to do back in the day because you didn't have any internet. Let me go research this. I'll come back to you. So anyway, she goes about her business. She comes back to her house. We get introduced to one of I don't want to say my favorite character, but he was a funny character. We get introduced to the neighbor, the what do we call it? Family friendly, the jerky neighbor next door, Mel.
I already cursed, so let me family friendly.
He's an asshole. Mel is an asshole. He's pissed because Starbuck, the neighbor's dog, he's digging up the fence. He's crawling in and just causing.
He's just a baby. He's just a baby. What's the neighbor? Mel? Was that his name?
Mel, yeah, Mel.
Yeah.
He was pissed. He's like, I'm tired of the dog, ripping into Anne. She's been very polite, very pleasant. Until
she's not.
Threatens to harm the dog. He was a jerk. And then she proceeds to say, my husband is far too kind to say this, but I'm going to burn your house down.
You touch my dog, I'm going to burn your house down, girl. Hell yeah. I love that energy.
Like,
the neighbor, the neighbor really reminds me of you.
I love dogs, I don't know. I don't get that from me. I love dogs.
Yeah.
Now, I would be upset if the dog was digging in my yard. Honestly, control your dog, all right? She needs to control her dog.
They just need to bring him inside.
I mean, if they're, barking.
How are you going to leave your dog outside?
Or keep him, keep him, because back then, tying their dogs outside, I don't really like that. That doesn't seem very nice.
Yeah.
Poor dog. But I mean, dogs.
Different
dogs. They need to train their dog, honestly. That was the problem.
No, they don't. And we'll talk about that later.
Oh, gosh. But yeah, so they have that interaction. Mel doing his thing. They go back inside. And then you kind of see a little bit more of their home life. Meanwhile, I'll just kind of cut through. We kind of get to the white light, the flash of light that is going on in the neighborhood. something at night. The kids see something at night, bright light. No one knows what it is. And of course, who notices? The dog. Dog notices. The son comes to check. He goes out there, bright light, shuts the whole power goes out. It's storming out. I think at that time it was storming. That'll be important later. It's storming out, power's out,
Mm-hmm.
and this is where it starts. This is where it starts to pick up because everybody's panicking. Lights go out.
Wait, remember when they go back in the house after she yells at the neighbor and they're sitting at the dinner table and like it's very clear like
Oh yeah, yeah,
she
yeah.
hates her
Oh,
life.
yeah,
Remember?
yeah. I think
I looked over you. I was like, that could be our lives, dude.
I know. So yeah,
As
just to like,
two childless, unmarried people watching that, we were just like, whoo!
I know, right? Oh, I guess like this is kind of important. So the dad comes home from work. His side job is he delivers pizzas, and it has that old school like they have he has that big, what do you call
Light
it?
up sign.
Light up sign, huge light up sign on top of the car. His son comes home. He's like, "Can you help me take this off the roof of the car?" He's like, "Why do you got to take it off? You just got to keep putting it up." And then he says, "Your mom's embarrassed," which
Aww.
I mean, I can kind of see. I see. But
That's
I mean,
so
if you need the
sad.
money,
He's
you need the
just trying to
money.
make a living.
He is trying to make it. I know, but I mean, I can see both sides. I mean,
Yeah.
not to shame. I guess you need the money. You need the money, right?
That almost made me
Every job.
dislike her character at first, but then she like won me back.
Yeah, it was a little. I mean, it was a little back. Well, more important. Like, I'm curious to see.
Yeah.
I feel like I know where you'll land. Like, how did you feel about the husband? How did you feel about Anne? Like, because I feel like as we get more into the plot, like so we'll get to it. But
Yeah.
so he gets home. They take down the sign. Yes, and then I forgot to jump back before. The son goes out with his friends, and there's just do normal kid stuff. They're talking. They're like, "Oh, you're gonna." I forgot the kid's name. The kid somebody wants to beat him up because of what he did to his little brother. He stuck a stuck a stick in the kid's bike wheel, flipped over, broke his arm, and I'm like, the brother wants to kick his ass.
Yes.
I was like, you're
Very
son's kind of an ass.
ET on the bikes, like where them
Yeah.
chasing each other. Like it was like everyone like being mean. I'm gonna punch you, man. It was very ET. I liked it.
It was very. I did. As I said, they nailed it. Like the vibe and feel. Like they just felt like kids. Like the way they're conversing. They see the new girl in the neighborhood. Like,
Yeah.
let's duck behind the fence. And then the crack about she goes to private school. Her name is Jeanette. She goes to private school and Catholic school, and then the other little boy's like, "I'm not a Catholic, but I think I'll join." Or something. He made a little
I
comment.
know,
It was like
that
such
was
a
so
cute
cute.
little, just
You know
younger
what?
boys being boys.
I feel like every movie these days, when they show like, dialogue, like turmoil between kids, they have to make it like this big psychological, depressing, like sad thing. And it's never just like kids being kids.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I felt like this movie like made light of it in a good way, where it was
Yeah.
like, just like, "Ooh, you hurt my brother, I'm gonna kick your
Beat you
butt."
up.
But it
Yeah,
wasn't.
yeah.
Yeah, but it was just like, it was like the whole like 80s vibe, and it wasn't like this big, crazy, like mental illness thing. It was just like kids being kids.
Just because, yeah, I think they nailed the tone in the Bible. Like,
Yeah.
young kid. I think the boy was 13, so he
Right.
was going through some tough times. But let's say, so they come back to the house, and like I said, yeah, you're talking about the dinner scene where they're sitting at the table for them eating pizza that the dad brought home, and of course the dad's being silly, corny dad, and you can see Anne Hathaway at the table, just like that look on her face. You like felt it like, I can't do this anymore. She was
Yep.
not happy. Kids being
Poor
silly.
girl.
The dad was also being silly. The food.
She
in
was
the
like
mouth.
not in
That
the
was
mood.
kind of like, oh. I think I would have been annoyed too if my partner did that. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
talking with your
I bet.
mouth. Yeah, I mean, you're being silly, but the kids liked it.
I know.
But yeah, so like I said, at night the light goes off, bright light goes off. Son goes to check it out in the backyard. Starbuck acting up. Well, something happened. Let's go back inside. And then in the morning, who comes back? Your boy.
My boy?
Mel. Good old Mel comes back, knocks at the door. What are you kids? Your kids, they're pranking me. You're like, how do they do this? They go to the backyard. What do they see? A giant pile of crap. Giant pile of poop.
Dino shit.
I know shit. My thing, he's mad. He's like, your kids did this. In my head, like, how? Where are they gonna get all this shit from?
They didn't know. He thought he called it cow manure. He called it cow manure.
Like, it
Because
doesn't
people
look
used
like
to
cow
use that
manure.
back in the day to they used to you could like get cow manure to like for your plants and stuff like that,
Yeah.
to help them like grow and everything. So understandable that's what you would have thought. But did you not get Jurassic Park vibes from that?
I did, yeah. The scene where is it Ellie? She's sticking her hand in the poop.
Yep.
Yeah. That's what I thought too.
That's the first thing
That was
I
a
thought
nice-
of. I was like,
yeah.
oh, Jurassic Park nod. I love
That was a good
that. I
one.
love that. It was good. It was good. They didn't do it exactly like it, but like
That was a
I
nice-
think they totally did it on purpose, like to
That was a good touch. Yeah,
like,
they did it. It was very
emulate.
It seemed very intentional.
Yeah.
So
a
very
nice
funny.
a nice nod for sure.
But yeah, so he's mad, obviously, again. A good old Mel, but he'll get his comeuppance later in a good way. So yeah, so like I said, the storm comes out, the light knocks the power out. They're shut in, and then they hear a scream, loud scream. We go outside. They check the dad comes out. Give me your flashlight. We'll see outside. Something's going on outside. All the power's knocked out. They come back in. Kids are freaked out. Let's just stay in. We'll sleep. Maybe the power will come out in the morning. One of my favorite things, little very small detail, but Anne Hathaway constantly freaking about the fridge. She was so worried about the fridge. I don't know if you picked up on that.
I did
It was
because
such a nice
like
touch that she kept referencing it it was a nice detail, very specific, like such a real thing. Like, don't open the fridge. Your food's gonna spoil.
Somebody from Florida, okay, that I lived in Florida for 34 years of my life, honey, that's what happens when there's a hurricane and your power goes out. The first thing everybody says in your household is, "Don't touch the fridge. Don't open the fridge."
See, my thing, I didn't even think about that. We had a snowstorm one time and knocked out the power. I was like, I didn't even think about it. I mean, it makes sense, yeah, but I never thought about it. I was like, hey,
well, snowstorm is different because you can put because I lived in Rhode Island for a little bit too. So when the snow knocks your power out, you put everything outside the snow.
That's true.
But they were looked like it was summertime. So
Yeah.
that's actually funny. I picked up on that detail too. That made it feel so real, especially for me, because it made it feel very real because it experienced a lot of power outages in Florida. And literally the first thing, living at home with your parents, the first thing they say is nobody open the fridge or freezer because you don't know when the power is going to come back on.
So can't waste the good milk.
Lose everything.
Can't waste the good groceries.
Can't waste the good milk. Exactly.
I just thought this was a funny, like, such a good detail.
Really good. Wow. I liked that too, actually. I'm glad you mentioned that. I liked that too.
Yeah.
Yep. Made it feel very real.
But in the morning, power's still not out. Water's out. Really big storm that must have, knocked out power in the water.
Knocked it all out.
So they want to go out. The dad's like, oh, let's go check. They need to find Starbucks. Starbucks missing. The son is worried about this dog. I was like, we'll check on the dog. Wife wants to check on Mrs. Huddleston. So we'll go together. They walk the neighborhood. They're talking, having a little conversation.
You didn't even say the dog was missing.
I didn't say dog. They went to go look for the dog.
Oh, you did?
I did, yeah.
Well, he was missing.
He was missing. Poor Starbucks.
Horrible.
Poor dog.
Horrible.
Poor little guy. Star of the show.
Baby.
I know.
He was the star of the show.
He was bad. Bad dog. He was a little bit of a bad dog. But it kind of paid off.
Perfect dog. Continue.
We'll talk about it. So they go out looking, like I said, looking for Starbucks, looking for Mrs. Huddleston, just to check, always check on the elderly. They get to a point where they're going to need to split up. Dad looks for the dog. Wife looks for Mrs. Huddleston. And this is where, again, it picks up. We get to Mrs. Huddleston's house. She's not answering the door. She's getting a little worried, a little nervous. Something may happen. She finds her way in. She just breaks into the house. She just enters the home. No one's home. She's looking around. They have a sweet picture of her and her husband. And then they cut to, you see poor Mrs. Huddleston on the floor. You see a little piece of the shotgun. We don't know what's happened. Camera pans down. You see the bloody footprints.
The bloody dino footprints. Mm-hmm.
I know. They turn her over, blood all over.
Her whole neck is just mangled.
I know, yeah.
And everything.
Like, oh yeah, they're really going for this.
Yeah.
They're going for this. She picks up the shotgun. They're going back and forth. The husband is looking for Starbuck. He's kind of, looking through people's houses. In the backyard. Sees a shadow. Oh, that is not Starbuck. That is, I don't know what it is. It looks like something. He takes off, and that's when we get the first look at the first dinosaur. It looks super cool.
Yeah.
I believe that looked like
it looks good. Yeah, well,
Those are
the
raptors.
little ones were the raptors, actually. Like all the
Oh,
little
okay, yeah, the
dinosaurs,
little
those were
tiny
the
ones.
raptors. Yeah, those were all the raptors because Jurassic Park got it wrong. They made the raptors huge
Too
when they're
big.
actually very, very
Okay.
tiny. So all
I
the
know you're the
little
dino
tiny
expert, yeah.
dinosaurs, not so much. I do really like dinosaurs. I really do. But yeah, all the little guys, those were the raptors. Also, I just want to say really quick, going back to Mrs. Huddleston for a second. I didn't think about this during the movie,
Mhm.
but first of all, I didn't see the shotgun because at first I was like, "Where did Anne Hathaway get a shotgun? Where did Denise? I
Oh
think her
yeah,
name was.
yeah.
Like all of a sudden she had a gun. I was like, "Where the heck did that come from?" So I didn't see it. But I'm wondering, those footprints were pretty big that dinosaur
Yeah.
left. Why didn't it eat her?
I know, just ravaged her. Maybe she's too old on some fresh meat.
It just took a bite out of her neck and then it just was like, bye. Everybody else got eaten. They just left her.
I know, poor Mrs. Huddleston.
Mm-hmm.
God rest her soul.
She didn't taste good. God rest her soul. All right, so we're back. We're with Hugh McGregor. Greg, I think his name was in the movie.
Greg,
Was it
yes.
Greg? Yeah, yeah.
Greg, he, like I said, he sees it. He takes off. Dinosaur takes off after him. Like I say, that's where we get our first good look. They're running through the backyards. He hides behind a grill. He's trying to be careful. I love the cool, very cool visually when he's running on the other side of the fence. You just see like a whole bunch of stuff like moving. I forgot, clothesline was like spinning. Like things were just like spinning,
Yes,
moving. Like
stuff was like
as you
all
see
going
traces, yeah.
crazy. That was a
Very cool
great. That was a
visual.
great part of the movie. You saw that quite a few times in the movie where like the trees start moving, but and the sounds are going crazy. And I loved how they did all that. Like the
Very
parts where you can't quite see the dinosaur yet, but like it's coming type stuff. Oh my God,
Yeah,
so good.
super cool.
So
Builds
good.
up the tension. Because I
Yeah.
feel like I'm trying to think of like how long that was before like we actually see the first dinosaur. Very cool. Like I said, very nice build up to that
Mhm.
moment.
I love like you said, the pacing was perfection.
Phenomenal, yeah.
Perfection.
So then, like I said, we also cut to back home. The daughter, I love the daughter. She's a sweetheart. Very smart.
Oh, love her.
Very smart. She loves science, space. She loves Carl Sagan. She wants to go to Cornell. I didn't read inside about it, but she wants to go to Cornell. They don't have the money for it. And she just loves hanging out on the like outer window on top of the roof. Very cool.
I
Very lovely
loved
house.
that when she was just reading books out on the
Yeah.
roof. That was so cool.
And then she catches just a glimpse of like something's out there. She hears something, chases the cat, and like so they're inside. That's going on back home. And then we get a big chase. This is I think the most one of the cooler parts. The dinosaur chases Greg, Ewan McGregor, and Anne Hathaway comes out of nowhere with the shotgun. Boom.
Oh,
Takes
that was
out.
awesome. That was
Very cool.
awesome.
Also, what I
Really
loved,
cool.
if you look back home, I like a lot of what they did was with the photos. Like they used a lot of the photos of like, oh, one of the photos back in their house, she had a rifle. So I'm assuming alluding to like maybe in high school she was like part of the rifle team. So
Yeah.
it makes sense. She knows how to handle the
A
shotgun.
lot of little Easter eggs to explain things like that. Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
It made a lot of things just made it feel so real and authentic.
Very
Just those
cool,
little
yeah. Like I said,
tidbits the whole time.
Love the photo in Mrs. Huddleston with her and her husband. She talked about her husband. She would review his books and stuff. Very cute.
Yeah.
Very cute, touching story there. But yeah, she blasts the dinosaur, and they take off. They're running. The dinosaur's coming out. This is one of my favorite kills of the movie. They're running away from this dinosaur. Lady on the porch going crazy. What are you doing? What's going on? Some Karen type. Out of nowhere, this was like the first like, oh shit. Out of nowhere, dinosaur snags right onto her head. Boom. Latches onto her head. Done.
Big kill.
That was cool. Just like how sudden and quick it was. Like I said, one more she's yelling, screaming, bam, she's gone. Such a good
Like
kill.
just gone. That was so awesome.
That
There
was
was
a
just
cool
no
one.
like oh if like lift like, get a limb or whatever. She's scared running. Nope. Just boom. She's dead.
Snap them.
Awesome.
Boom.
I loved it. Loved it.
They're taking off, heading home. They get to their house finally. Obviously, they told the kids lock the door. This is like an intense moment. Like they really push this. They get to the door. They have some time. The dinosaurs distracted eating the old lady or eating the lady. Banging on the door. Open the door. Let us in. Dinosaurs getting closer. Literally, like they were so last second. They open the door and they get in there. Dinosaurs banging in, trying to get in. Kids are
Big
freaking
tension.
out.
Mm-hmm.
That was such an intense moment.
And then freaking Anne Hathaway leaves Hugh McGregor by himself at the door. And she's like guarding the kids. Like, boo, you got like the poor guy. Go help him guard the door.
Gotta protect the house. Gotta protect the kids.
Oh my God.
Intense. So they're in there. They realize the situation. dinosaurs these dinosaurs are somewhere here. We got to get out, right? Let's get our skit supplies. We'll go to I think they said go to their parents' house.
Yeah, they're going to go to her parents' house. So they're going to pack up and get in the car and go.
So pack up in the car. Let's get out of here. They drive out. They get to the end of Oak Street.
Ooh, you said it.
I said it. Get to the end of the street. It's like a bunch of the cool, like just the all the plants and like they're
vegetation
cool
and stuff. Yeah,
all that stuff. They're like, oh well, let's take another street, head back, and then this side of they see like I can describe it. It's like a cliff now. It's like all the neighborhood is like gone, and it's like the deep cliff of where like the dinosaur stuff is. Very cool.
Right.
Realize, oh no, we are somewhere else or some neighborhood's been transported somewhere. We're somewhere. We've gone back in time, so they have to go back home, and they gotta board up and get safe. And this is one of my favorite parts. Very touchy story. So they gotta board up the house. They decide to go downstairs. Let's go to the basement. Basement is the safest place. Turns out the basement is flooded. This is important because Anne Hathaway is visibly upset. And this is why I thought she did a good job of emoting, showing her emotions.
Yeah.
Visibly upset. Daughter's like, what's wrong? Nothing. It's nothing, not important. Turns out she would write her book in the basement on her little typewriter, little headphones, typing away. All their manuscripts, books, I'm sure, were all down there, and it's all gone.
All gone.
I felt that pain. So. Like you poured obviously she's going through some things. She's putting her heart and soul. Like that was her, I guess you could say, life's work, but it's very important to me.
I audibly gasped when that happened. Did you hear me? When that happened, I did. I was like, oh my God. I couldn't believe that. I
felt so bad for her.
Oh, what a sinking feeling.
I know.
But it was like her outlet, like how she got all her emotions out and everything, and she was just like, it's just gone, And then in moments like that, where it's like the freaking apocalypse of dinosaurs, you kind of don't, you can't really harp on things like that. But yeah, I mean, she really did a good job of just being like, I had something important in there, but let's go.
Yeah, you don't want to let the daughter know. You just gotta put a brave face on, keep forward.
Typical mom stuff. Yep, I loved it.
But so yeah, can't go in the basement. We gotta keep gotta stay upstairs. And then they have to board up the house.
I loved this scene.
Get some hammers, get some nails. One of the important parts is Greg goes into the garage, and what does he have in his garage? He has a little bottle of whiskey tucked away.
I saw that
because you can tell he is not supposed to be having that. Take a little sip, take the edge off. Sneaky Greg, not good. So they end up pulling like drawers off the drawers,
cabinets.
Cabinet drawers, and just like boarding up the house, boarding up the windows. Mm-hmm. The dinosaurs get in, and this is the first, or not first, one of the most important parts as far as like establishing like the relationship between Anne and Greg. I forget, what is Anne Hathaway's name? I forget the name.
Denise.
There you go. Thank you. Denise and Greg. She smells the liquor on him. She says, "Oh, you drinking again?" And he's kind of like, "Oh, just take the edge off." Listen, you got dinosaurs. You almost died. Listen, you might need a little drink. Everybody needs a little drink.
Nah, I like what she said, where she was like, "I really wish you wouldn't at a time like this," type of thing. Like, we're like,
you want to have a clear
boarding
head.
up the windows, trying to survive. Like, maybe like after you could like take a sippy sip. Rude.
I just makes it worse.
Priorities, bro.
Yeah.
Priorities, bro.
So he catches them. They find out about his job. He really lost his job.
Oh, yeah.
So he lied. This is when we'll get into Greg, I guess, as a character. He lied. I didn't want to worry you. I didn't think you could handle it.
They lost his job.
I can handle it. I could probably handle more than you can. That was like a little.
I was like, all right, girl, a little jab there, honey.
And this would be a good place to start. Like, so overall, like, I mean, I love Ewan McGregor. I love him as an actor, but I feel like his character, he was definitely a not so great husband. That was my.
I disagree.
I don't think he was a great husband. I think he was a great dad. I think as a husband, I think he made a lot of mistakes.
I think he made a lot of mistakes too. But like the guy, like, he was working his butt off for his family, and doing pizza deliveries.
I think obviously if you lose your job, you definitely something you need to tell your partner. You shouldn't like how long are you lying to your wife?
Oh, okay. Miss goes in the basement every night and writes a freaking novel about her horrible life. Now she wants to leave her husband. She ain't innocent.
Oh, we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later.
She
But
ain't innocent.
also, if you say you're gonna stop drinking and then you're sneaking alcohol and then you leave the family cookout, I thought that was like, all right. If you agreed to like, I thought that was like, I think said we needed the family time. We obviously things are going wrong.
She left too to go freaking talk to the old lady about her book about her husband
Mrs.
slander.
We're great.
They're both not without flaw, but
I agree.
I will
like
say, like, he did seem like he wanted to work things out and stuff like that and be a family. And she was just like, we need to talk about the D word.
Because there's a more intense thing we'll get to later. But yeah, this was like just again the kind of inching closer to the final breaking point.
Mm-hmm.
So they go along. Okay, let's board the houses up, board the windows. We're just gonna camp out. Let's do another really good scene, like their living room scene, where they kids are worried. They start asking questions. Is the end of the world? Are we gonna die?
Right.
And I guess we'll get into another situation. Who do you agree more with? Greg, very optimistic. He believes everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna be fine. Anne Hathaway, they want to be a little more a realist in the situation. To like, we don't know it's gonna be fine. Stop saying it's gonna be fine. Why? How do you know? I just believe. I believe God wouldn't. This is one of my favorite. God wouldn't let us die. Greg, you only go to church on Christmas, which is like a classic. Like so many people, like they either go to church on Christmas and Easter. And those are your days.
And that's your only days that you're like, I'm a Christian. Like, we're not here to talk about religion, but that was a hysterical
very
scene.
real moment.
Hysterical.
Because it's true.
Like, don't worry, God's got us. And she's like, you don't even believe in God.
But that was a real moment. Like, I'm curious to what you thought. Like, what side would you lean on? Or maybe I can see both sides.
I can see both sides.
I don't mind him. Like, I'm not. Yeah, kids, we're gonna die. It's over.
I think it should have been kids. Everything's gonna be fine, and then in private, let's make a plan. I don't think, and I get Anne not wanting to wanting to be honest with her children because they were older, but like I also think they should have probably talked it out before they had the conversation. So I agree with both.
I agree with both too. I don't know. I feel like the husband, something about him, Greg, like just the way he like, I don't know. He always kind of pushed things aside. Like, yeah, it'll be fine. I mean, he didn't really want to talk about anything. Everything's be okay. Like, there's something about him. He's a little bit weak. Didn't really have a strong personality to make a decision, and like something about him. Something about I thought he was a good dad. He's trying to do things, but just the way he operated, I was like, I don't know, Greg. Come on.
Yeah, sometimes, but I liked his optimistic attitude. But I also liked Anne Hathaway's of like, we're gonna have to get food, and we're gonna have to figure this out, and like, are we gonna be here forever? And what if we are? And like, we need to make a plan and stuff. So they were both perfect.
Yeah,
they needed each other.
They did, yeah. They bounced each other out for sure. But we continue. They're little, going through that rocky relationship. It is nighttime. One of my, I thought it was a really cool scene when the daughter goes into the garage with her cassette tape and she
Call
plays.
on me.
Oh, such a good song.
Oh my God, it's my jam.
Yeah,
that's my jam.
She's like, I needed some time to just kind of gather myself. She's what a great song. Such a cool.
Loved it.
Cool little.
Loved
scene.
it.
But they're all going through it, and then I guess we get another bedtime scene where they're in the bedroom, and this is like where it's reached a point where, like I said, kind of like we're stuck here. What are we gonna do? Tensions are building. She's upset. Like, we have to do something. Like you said, we need to get supplies. We need food. We need water. We need guns, ammunition.
Right.
And he's like, what do you want to do? Like, what? We're gonna go out there. We're gonna get killed. Like that part. Like, yeah. Like, I understand you want to get things, but like, yeah, you're probably gonna get killed by these dinosaurs. Like, it's a really tough situation.
No, I agree with her. Because her point was, there's other people here, and if they're smarter than us, they're gonna go scavenge all the food and get all the ammunition before we do,
or they're gonna die. Let them get weeded out. They can get killed. But I like his like, okay. Let's take a few days, maybe 2 or 3 days. Let's take a few days. Let's come up with a plan, and then we can go. And she was like, "Okay, I understand that, but like, eventually we got to move. We got to do something."
Right. What's balance?
But yeah, so like, and then she's really pushing him, like, come on, Greg, you can't be so optimistic. She even said you can't be so optimistic. And then he, I think he finally snaps. And like, what do you want me to do? Nothing's ever good enough for you. And this is the moment I was like, oh, he did it. I read your book, Denise. This is where he read the book.
That was a shock moment in that movie.
And they're like, I mean, they're yelling at, they're just screaming. And then they cut. The daughter can hear it through the door. She's crying. The son is just on his Walkman.
Yeah.
So in his own world. But I mean, I read the book. I know you want to leave us. You're not happy. Like
that was nuts.
What I love about her, she had the shaking, like, no, it's not, like, she was panicking. Because I think deep down she knows she's not happy. She's not happy. What I got from this was like, I feel like she did not want kids. Greg wanted the kids. Greg wanted the family. I feel like he kind of, what I got from it is like he seemed like he would push her to, yeah, let's have kids. But from seeing like she maybe didn't want kids.
I feel like she loved her kids, but she just felt so trapped in her relationship and everything. So like not backed up as a parent.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it was sad. You know, like that whole like sad, like listening to your parents argue is like always like sad. But I love that they didn't like harp on it for too long. But yeah, when he ever said, "I read your book," I was like,
that got a little.
I visibly reacted. I popped for sure at that part. I was like, "Oh my god!"
My first shot, was like, "Oh
my god, that's nuts,
that
dude."
Would be so.
And honestly, I have respect for him actually that he like knew what she was doing and like knew her secret hobby and everything and let her do her thing and didn't say anything.
Why do you feel like? I was thinking it's like, oh, you read her book behind her back. Like, I don't know. She probably didn't want him to read it. So like, why are you going down and snooping through my stuff and reading something?
It's his house too.
I'm just saying. Maybe that was just like, that's just her way of expressing herself. Maybe getting like cathartic.
He didn't give a crap about it until they were in the argument and it was about at the end of the world. So he was letting her do her thing.
That's true.
He was letting her do her thing.
For Anna. I mean, I felt for both of them. Like, obviously, they're going through stuff. I think, obviously, like, they're probably going through money problems. He's struggling with his job. You know, there's a lot going on.
No Cornell.
No Cornell. She has to work at the Piggly Wiggly. But, tough times.
Yeah.
But then, the son, the boy, what does he see out the window? He hears something out the window. Who is it outside? Starbuck.
Star of the show.
Starbuck.
Star of the show.
I like that name. What do you think of Starbuck?
Terrible name, great name. Dog.
Such a weird name. Starbuck, not Starbucks. It's Star.
Just make a Starbucks. What are you doing? But maybe Starbucks didn't even exist
like
back then. Probably didn't.
TV show or like something, or like a 80s character or movie. Who Starbuck is? Very random.
Very random.
But yeah, he's outside. He's barking again. The boy sees his dog, and Dinosaur.
He had been missing this whole time.
I know. He loves that. He really, like, established from the beginning, he loves this dog. And, I feel like growing up, there's always that, the kid that, kids love their pets. So, like, kids love their dogs, or a cat, whatever they love them more than anything. So that's all he's been thinking about this whole time. What about Starbuck? That he's fine. He'll be okay. They keep telling him. He sees the dog. He sees the dinosaur come out of the bushes, chases poor Starbuck away. And of course, what does he think? He thinks, yeah, let me go down and get him. He takes his little bow and arrow, his little dinky bow and arrow, goes out, starts to chase him.
So cute. It's a terrible shot, by the way.
I know. Him and his dumb little bow. I was like, oh my god, not the bow.
Very cute.
Not the bow.
Very
the bow
cute.
Does not. They established the bow. I guess it does something at the very end, but like the bow, he can't. It's such a little rinky-dink bow and arrow.
Yeah.
So he goes down, goes after Starbuck. His sister sees, she sees him. Goes after him. The kids leave the house in this moment. I'm like, what are you doing, kid? What is this kid doing?
I knew you were gonna feel that way.
You love your dog. Obviously, you love your dog.
If you think that if my dog Lucy was in the middle of some dinosaurs, and you think I wouldn't go get her? I would risk it all.
I absolutely know you would. I know you would. You wouldn't think
I'd risk it all, baby.
And I would
I'd risk it all.
I'd be like, well,
I know you would.
It's up to her.
Well, there she goes.
It's in God's hands now.
It's in God's hands now.
So yeah.
But I knew that was gonna happen. I thought to myself the whole time, I'm like, oh, Fresh is pissed right now.
What are you doing?
he's pissed right
I watch
now.
movies like you know me now. Like I'm just like a very real. Like I know it's a movie, but I think of things like realistically, like real life.
You
Why are you
question
doing
movie magic
this?
always. You question movie magic always.
Like why are you doing this? Like crazy. But he goes
It's
out
very that
there.
was real though. That was real. That kid, so he like he goes out going after his dog. He sees his
He
dog and
loves
it's
his
running
dog. I
after.
mean,
I know. So
I
he's gonna go get
understand
his
why he's
baby.
doing it, but
I
it's
would have done
dumb.
it too.
He knows it's a dumb move.
Yep.
Understand.
And then the sister sees.
She takes off after him as a good big sister. Dumb move. I mean, you got to go after your
Yep.
brother. I get it, but kids, kids mean kids. I'd like the perfect like.
I'm
Kids
going
is
after the
doing,
dog, not my
thinking.
brother. My brother could go, honey. I'm going for the dog.
I don't. She didn't love the dog. I don't think she liked the dog that much. I think she
No,
liked him.
it
She
was
didn't love
definitely
him.
his dog. Yeah.
But they go outside. He's going on. They do a little tease. He's walking around the neighborhood, calling for Starbucks. He's in a backyard, and they see a pool, above ground pool, and in the background you see a very large, very large snake in the pool. And this is a good tease for later. This snake is a Titan boa. I looked it up. It was a Titan boa. Massive.
Wow, he looks it up.
Massive. I looked a few of the dinosaurs.
Wow.
Massive.
Titan boa.
Titan boa. Massive thing. But you only see a
Huge.
little bit. Comes out the pool, slithers in the background. Okay. At first I was like, oh, this is just something in the background. We'll see. We'll see that later. As one of my favorite scenes. But he is out there. He's running around. He gets caught by. He's running around. Someone blindsides him, knocks him down. Who is it? It's the big brother of the kid that he broke his arm. Pops
You knew
him in
that
the
was
face,
coming. Yep.
choking him, beating him up. He's pleading for his life. This is like an intense moment. Like he was gonna kill him. It looked like he was gonna choke him. And the
Yeah.
other little brother that had the broken arm was like, "Stop, leave him alone."
You're
He
gonna
was
kill
concerned
him.
about it. I know. And then
Yeah.
he kind of like snapped out of it. Like, what am I doing? Turns
But I
out,
think he probably had the same like realization moment that probably I can't remember the son's name, but that he had when he accidentally broke the kid's arm because that wasn't his intention by any means to break his arm. He's just trying to play a little joke. But it's also like, hello, you're gonna put a stick in the spoke of
that
a
was
bike
crazy.
tire, like
I was like,
that's what's gonna
what
happen.
an ass.
So
I know,
yeah,
yeah.
so he was
sure.
just
Kids being
the brother was
dumb.
blinded with rage and everything,
But
but
you're
you know,
sticking up for your little brother.
imagine like dinosaurs are all around, you get freaking killed by some dude instead of the dinosaurs. Get out of here,
I
man.
know.
So
but then they talked about this
that
is
guy,
what I thought, like maybe why he was so angry. Turns out, like they mentioned, like, oh, we got to go look for mom and dad. So their mom and dad are missing. Maybe they're,
yeah,
they probably think they're dead. So like obviously they're very emotions are high. They're scared. They're angry. Like it's just a lot going on. But
yeah.
anyways, they leave. They leave. Daughter finally finds a brother. They get up. They start walking. They hear somebody screaming. It is Jeanette, the little girl that the little boy
The little
is
private
has a
school
little crush on.
girl.
Yeah, the Catholic school girl.
The one they were gonna go Catholic for.
I know, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's
The
getting
new
chased
girl
by
in
a
town.
dino, and then she fights it off with a big old branch. Big old branch. She's fighting off, and then the kid with the bow and arrow tries his best to shoot the bow and arrow, but she gets saved by the sister. The sister is actually the one that comes in clutch a lot. She scares off the dinosaur. I think she stabs it, I believe.
Yes. She
Stabs
has
the
like some
dinosaur.
big knife with her or something and
Yeah, she
stabs him
took the
and
knife.
he takes off.
Yeah, takes off. Jeanette gets up, running scared. They're going after the girl. Poor Jeanette. I feel so bad for Jeanette. Turns out,
Aww.
she's scared. She's upset. Her parents were eaten by the dinosaurs. Parents didn't make it. She's upset. You can stay with me. It's okay.
Yeah, the kids like take
Poor
her in
sweet
and they're like,
Jeanette.
we'll bring you somewhere safe. And I loved that whole little
Yeah, they
little
took her in.
exchange. That was great. That was
They
great.
took her in. Meanwhile, the parents finally realize finally realize the kids are gone. They go out
Kids
in
gone.
the car. Kids are gone. They take the car. They go driving around the neighborhood. They run into one of my other favorite creatures. I took notes. The Megaloceles. Giant turtle. Super cool. Love the giant turtles.
I loved those. Those were
They
so
look
great.
cool.
That's
They're
one of my
like
favorite.
spiky
I just
shells,
mhm.
giant, massive
Their little
turtles.
noises.
So cool. They're blocking the road.
Yeah.
They didn't want to get out the way. Poor little turtles. He's like, oh, just go
I love how
around,
they were
go
like,
around.
oh, they'll move. Like they ever saw a car before when they were living in the like Jurassic Triassic period. They don't beep the horn.
Beep the horn. Don't beep the
Like it was
dad
like a
making these
duck
bad
crossing the
decisions.
street.
So they go up on the grass, try to get, go find them. Big dinosaur. I think it's a, this one I can't think of. The big dinosaur comes out. Huge dinosaur.
Was it Allosaurus?
I think the
I don't know.
Allosaurus is later. I did write that one down.
Oh, okay,
Allosaurus
never
is
mind. Don't quote
later.
me on that.
This might be a Spinosaurus. Maybe a Spinosaurus. 'Cause I know that was a Spinosaurus.
Okay.
I'll just remember. Don't quote me on that one. But big dinosaur bites the door. This is so cool. Like the teeth, the tongue, the giant tongue bites the dinosaur, smashes the
The
car.
tongue was sick. Yeah.
This is one of my things I noticed when I watched it. Knocks the car, boom, startles them, knocks it again, knocks it through the house. He pushes the car through the house. That thing burst into flames instantly. That's what caught my, like, dang, that thing. I don't know if it's cars from if it was like a late 70s,
The
early
80s?
80s car. Man, that thing burst into flames immediately.
Literally.
Lit the
But
house on
like it
fire.
was just it wasn't like the car explosion you see in movies now. It was just like it wasn't even an explosion. It was just
Like boom,
like went from
flames.
nothing to like smash the house on fire. Flames. Just
Went
flames in
quick.
your face.
Dinosaurs trying to get them. They get out, they're getting out the car. Very intense moment for sure.
Mm-hmm.
They run out. They're running away from the dinosaur. They see a big flashing light. Find out what it is. This is a very key part to the movie. The flashing light that they saw earlier. They finally find out what it is. It's like a giant bubble, big sphere of some sort of portal that they're not sure what it is. So they find out. They get sledgehammer. They have a sledgehammer with them. This is important. It has a sledgehammer they're carrying with them. He sticks it through. Oh, maybe we can get through this. Greg tells Denise, "You go in. I'll get the kids. We'll find you." She says no.
Team Greg.
She says no. Team Denise. We're going together. I love you.
We're staying together.
Love the family. We're going together. So now they do know. Okay, this is what we need to do. Which Greg did point out earlier. He's like, let's wait a little bit. We can find the light. Find the light. We'll figure out a way to get out of this. Which takes.
Right.
I mean, he was probably just Mr.
The
Optimistic.
daughter like had the whole Carl Sagan information.
Yeah,
she was talking about wormholes and stuff like that and time travel like that. And then he had the idea of like the light being a portal. So they're like a lot of like very smart. I know Greg was like all positivity and everything, but like he kind of like had a pretty freaking good idea. Just saying.
Team Greg.
Team Greg.
This will come important later. So yeah, they figure out, okay, we really got to get the kids. They go out. The kids found a house. They find some bandages. This lets a really cute, funny scene. The daughter is bandaging up Jeanette, the little girl. They're having a little conversation. The boy, this boy, they nailed this boy's dialogue of like really teenage, dorky, awkward. Oh, how do you like private school? She's like, I've never been to public school, so I can't really compare it. I don't really know. And he's just awkwardly sitting there. They're bandaging her up. They talk about God because the Catholic school. She asked the sister, "Do you believe in God?" He says no. The boy thinking, "Oh, she's Catholic. She goes to Catholic school. I'm gonna say yes, I do." She's like, "Yeah,
right." Really. Impress her.
Yeah, it's the perfect like I'm trying to impress this girl. I'm just saying whatever.
Yeah.
Backfires immediately because she's like, "No, I don't believe him in either, really." And she's just this awkward look, and it's like, "Oh."
He's just like sitting there, like didn't say anything.
This is not working. That was a cute little back and forth between the three.
Yeah.
Turns out, like I said, they're bandaged up. Gets the daytime, the morning. We really got to get back home. Like, oh, who are those people outside? Turns out it's their parents.
It's the parents. Perfect timing.
Met the parents. It's a happy meeting that will not last long because this is the scene, biggest scene in the movie. Obviously, this is the biggest part of the movie. We have to get back home. Everybody's reunited. Jeanette, you can come with us.
That was amazing, by the way. The whole like the parents, like no question, they were just like they found out like, hey, Jeanette, she's with us, no parents, and they were just like, she can come stay with us. No bat of an eyelash. I was just like,
I did like that too. Very sweet. I
loved that.
Things are happy. Things are going great at this point. They're
How
back
wonderful.
Together. Things are going great. Turns out there's another now is the Allosaurus. Allosaurus comes out.
Okay.
We get a chase. They get chased into a garage. The kids, back and forth. They're trying to escape. Greg comes out. Oh, over here, distract the Allosaurus. He falls her. Denise, a very good family teamwork. We're working together. She gets the Allosaurus. Allosaurus chases after her. She runs into a porch area, very tight porch area, some columns. Very snug area. Allosaurus gets in there, fighting him off. I mean, that thing was nose to nose.
Inches from her face.
Very close. Sharp teeth. She's fighting that thing off. Who comes to save the day? Your boy.
Greg.
Greg. Greg.
Team Greg.
Team Greg. He has a sledgehammer. Bam. Right in the leg. One shot. Stuns him. Gets the Allosaurus's attention. He comes out. Smashes him on the side of the head with the sledgehammer. Knocks him out. I was like, what? Is that real? Do you think it would knock him out with the sledgehammer? A dinosaur
No,
that
but
big?
it
Like,
really,
how far
like,
could you
kind
swing
of,
it?
it depends on where you hit it, I
That
guess.
was not realistic. I mean, maybe it dazed them. It knocked them down, dazed them. Dinosaur wakes up. Dinosaur grabs Greg by the leg, picks his ass up on the ground, slams him on the ground. The leg comes off. His leg,
The leg is gone.
off, bleeding. Dinosaur comes back, eats Greg. This was in the movie. I was like, I literally, the first time I saw it, I was holy shit. I did not expect this.
This was
I did not expect
the
them to
holy
kill
shit
the dad.
moment. The holy shit moment of the movie. Like no one, you never kill the main character. You never kill the dad. Dead.
Ate
Dead.
him. He's gone.
Gone.
Right in front of the wife, in front of the kids.
Like they're standing there as
She
he's getting
was
eaten.
stunned.
She has to push them away. Like,
We gotta go. I could not believe it. I was so shocked. The theater, it wasn't like super packed, but it was the moment where everybody's like, "Whoa, I can't believe they just did that."
now I have a question for you because we missed a big scene. Are we saving that for later?
Oh, I was thinking about it as I was saying. Are you talking about Mel? Or no? What are you talking about?
No.
Okay.
I'm talking about when she takes the picture.
Oh, did I miss that part?
Yeah.
Okay, let's pivot. Let's pivot to Mel real quick, and then we'll go to the. I forgot to mention. I was thinking as the characters were dying. We missed Mel. It was on the roof. This is back home.
Oh,
Mel was on the
yes!
roof. I can't believe I missed Mel on the roof. You hear gunshots. What's happening outside? Mel's on his roof. Asshole Mel's on the roof,
The neighbor.
shooting at that with like just a handgun. Just a handgun.
He's just wildly shooting at pterodactyl type things in the sky. Just going crazy. Runs out of bullets, and then what?
Bam! Pterodactyl. Boom! Right in the gut. Takes him out. He's
Dead.
bleeding out. They start picking at him, pulling him up. Oh, it was such a good scene. He
And
got
then
his
that, like,
comeuppance.
they have at the end, it was like the imprint of his body and blood on his
I know,
on his
it was
roof
intense.
was cool.
God, I love
That was cool.
pterodactyls. So cool.
Me too.
I know. We'll get there's another cool pterodactyl scene, but yeah, I forgot
Yeah.
about that. But yes, your scene, I forgot. You're right, Ashley. Ashley, you want to talk about?
My scene.
Your scene. This is Ashley's favorite scene. It definitely got a pop out of
What are
you.
you talking about? Of course, it got a pop out of me. Are you kidding?
It was a wild scene. So yes, I'm sorry. I will explain. Yes. So before they met with the family, they were searching the backyard.
The
What do they
parents
come-
were searching.
They come up to see. Let's see how I'm going to phrase this. They come around the backyard. Two massive, or are they brontosaurus? Some sort of brontosaurus?
No, they weren't brontosaurs, but they were something big. They were something big.
Two brontosauruses. One was being mounted from the back on top of a house, mounted, and they were making love. Giant, massive dinosaurs making love.
Like, I could not stop
Insane.
laughing.
I could not
Funniest
believe it.
thing, I'm sorry. How many Jurassic Park movies are there? Like 7. We ain't never had a dinosaur sex scene ever. First time for everything. First time for everything.
That
I
was
was
insane.
like, oh my God. I was like, if they're
I could
gonna
not
take
believe it.
something away from Jurassic Park, they took the first dinosaur sex scene. That was
Insane.
wild. And I love too,
That's
because
such a
my
funny
reaction
moment.
was to laugh.
Yeah.
And I love that
That's such a
that Anne
natural-
Hathaway was laughing.
That's what I love about this movie. There's so many like real natural reactions, like just natural details, like all the characters. And then obviously, what does she want to do? Again, she has her Polaroid. Let's take a picture. Why
Let's
not?
take a picture.
I know. That's what
She
you
was
feel
like,
like.
we're
oh,
laughing.
they're really,
Let's
like,
commemorate this moment.
I did feel like they were really like through all this chaos and
Coming back
destruction,
together.
Like, all right, you know what? They really do love each other.
Yeah.
He takes a little pose in front of the dinosaurs from afar. She snaps the picture, and then yeah.
But interesting that I wonder if that picture survived, because it would probably. No, I was gonna say it would be the only evidence, but then I forgot how it happens later. But yeah, really. But
such a funny scene.
I know.
So
I know.
silly.
To have
Like
a
super silly.
Polaroid of your man's in
It
front
was
of
pretty-
dinosaurs doing it.
I know. They were going at
History in the making.
it.
Oh,
So-
it was very interesting. I
know.
could not help but to laugh. I was like, I just was so shocked.
I had a good
Like the last thing, like the last thing I ever expected was to see dinosaurs doing it. And that was before the Greg death scene, like very, very soon
I
before
know,
it
yeah, right
happened. So like
after.
just like shock after like, I've read your book. Dinosaurs are doing it. Greg's dead. It's like, oh my God, like the
I know
whole
all
movie,
these
like you
things
were
going
just on
on.
the edge of your seat. It was great. Yeah.
But yeah, what a wild moment. Yeah, so Greg's gone.
Yep.
They're walking back to the house. We got to figure it out. She's trying to figure things out. This is a very real and intense moment. Obviously kids are shot. Kids usually can handle things like
Yeah.
that well. They're scared. They're just a lot of emotions going on. They're panicking. They're kind of bugging. Like, what are we gonna do? Bugging mom. What are we gonna do? She snaps on him. This was like, oh, that's such a real intense. I felt that she snaps
Yeah.
on the son. Like, we just saw your dad die. What are you doing? Stop bothering me. Like, you're just nagging at me.
Yeah.
And then she like wakes like, oh, like
She comes
I
to real quick and apologizes
I
because she just
yeah,
lost her mans and everything too. So, but yeah, that was a very real moment where she was
I
just
think,
like,
yeah, just feeling the burden. You lost your
it was
husband, lost your
intense.
father. I'm the only adult here. They're relying on me, and I feel like she cracked a little, but they got it together.
Yeah.
We're gonna gather supplies because off at the distance we see a flashing one of the portals flashing in the distance. Let's get our supplies. Let's get in and let's get there. That's our plan. Get back to the house. This is one of my favorite scenes. Get to the house. They're gathering supplies. Each kid is like in a different room. Jeanette's in the bathroom. Um, sister's in the bedroom. Son's in his bedroom. In the background, through the window, what do you see? Titan Boa coming in.
That
I'm
same ball
curious
from
about
the
what you think.
pool.
This is what I think about the pool. As we'll get to the pool, comes in through the window upstairs. Comes out the window, through the hallway, down the stairs, into the kitchen. This thing was long, massive.
It's massive. Like
How
it's
did he
like it was its head was in the kitchen and its tail was still out an
out through the
upstairs
window?
window. Like that's how big this thing was.
Massive. Also, there's like practical, like the actual practical built snake, Titan Boa. And how did he fit in the pool? That was a lot of people thinking. How did he fit in the pool if it's that long? How did an above ground pool is only so big? How did it all fit in the pool? We'll just never know.
It couldn't have.
It was like coiled up, maybe.
I guess if he was
But no,
super
it's
coiled
even
up in
that,
that
like,
pool,
can
but
you imagine how
it
thick?
didn't look like he was though. It
No,
didn't look
'cause,
like he
how
was
thick
all
that thing was
scrunched.
huge.
It
It
was
covered up like the
big.
whole staircase. It was massive. So
Yeah.
it's
It was the whole
slithering
width of the
down,
staircase.
and
Hmm.
Denise is in the kitchen getting supplies, the spam, the Fruit Loops, part of the branding, like the old school Fruit
Yeah.
Loops box. Anyway,
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
cool.
She's gathering medicine and food for them to go over to the portal if they, if they need it.
Snake opens its mouth. That thing looks scary.
That
Holy
dude, it
shit!
didn't look that scary before it opened its mouth. Then it did,
When
and
that
I was
thing
like, oh
opened,
my
oof.
God. I was like, oh my God, this thing is scary as hell.
Also, nobody upstairs. Nobody's like noticing Snake. Girls into the closet. Jeanette's in the
Ain't
bathroom with
no
the music.
way.
Boy finally recognized. Sees like, oh, there's a massive snake. What does he get? His trusty bow. Link grabbing his bow.
I know, right? I thought that too. I was like, Link's crossbow training. See, we did talk about video games, everybody.
There you go. Yeah, we tied it in. We fit it in.
We did it.
Oh my gosh. But yeah,
Oh, wow.
they timed it up perfectly. The snake, they're cutting back and forth. Snake's opening his mouth, ready to snap on Denise. Kid, boom, fires the bow. Snake freaks out, flips out, goes all the way back upstairs, goes to where the son's bedroom, closes the door. Boom, that thing's banging on the door, busting the door.
Mm-hmm.
Denise, what do we do? Let's get a knife. She was going in on that time bow.
This is why I'm saying I really feel like this was her best acting because she was going nuts. And I'm
That
telling you right now,
ferocity.
any mother who cares about their kid that sees a big, giant, crazy snake going up the stairs to kill her kids.
She was stabbing that thing.
She was just nonstop going nuts stabbing this thing. I really and truly felt in that moment like, wow, like Anne Hathaway did that.
I know. It was intense.
Really good
the
scene.
thing was not reacting. It was trying to get in that door, and then one final stab, boom, snake gets out. Snake is gone.
Yep.
I think with the
He's
knife
outta
still
there.
in the snake. Intense.
Crazy.
What a great scene.
Really good scene.
I know. Anyways, they finally get their stuff. This leads to the climax. They get to the house. Beautiful. I love this home. Beautiful home. Whose home
Oh
is
my
it?
gosh.
The sweet librarian that Anne Hathaway meets at the beginning.
Yeah,
The
the
sweet librarian, not the sweet low
librarian.
lady.
Oh, I loved her. I loved her.
So they get to the house. They go up the stairs, get to the roof because the bubble is like on, like above a tree, above the tree. So they have to get on the roof. They're having a discussion. Do you want to go first? Do I want to go first? Son's like, I'll go first. Let's go together. We can't go together. Jeanette's like, F this.
Bye.
I'm out.
She's like, I'm out of here.
Jumps in. She jumps in. She's gone.
Now the portal's like pulsing, like it's gone for a few seconds and it's there for a few seconds and it's gone for a few seconds. Like when we first see the portal, it's just a solid portal, like it's not moving. But then they're too late and it just kind of goes away. But here it's like it's very clear, like it's about to go away. So it's like kind of pulsing in and out. So they're trying to time their jump, and then Jeanette just goes. She's like, all right, bye.
I was like, she's a badass. She got it.
Yep.
Meanwhile, in the background, they're too busy, talking, going like, you go, I go, you go. Pterodactyl? In the back. Is that a pterodactyl? Some sort of different type?
Some kind of flying dinosaur.
That thing was so good. Dude, the beak, it had like this super long, skinny beak had like a little flare out on the top. Such a cool
I think it starts with a Q. I think that dinosaur starts with a Q. I can't think of its name right now. But yeah.
Love the beak on that thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they got to go. Son's like, you go. All right, you got to time this thing out. Okay. This kid, I thought this was funny. I don't know if it was supposed to be funny. This kid, terrible timing, jumps, portal disappears, kid hits the tree, falls down, crashes on the ground. He's screaming in pain. Possible broken.
That was so real. I loved that he didn't make. Nope. I love he didn't make it. I love he didn't make it because I like it. Not everything has to be movie magic. Not everything has to be perfect in a movie. So the dad had already died and everything. I thought that was like honestly great. And then him not making it in the portal and just falling. I was like, that's too. I was like, that's what I would have done if I've tried to jump. That would have been me.
I know. You gotta time it.
Yep. So now he's hurt. He's on the ground.
This is to set up one of the coolest parts of it. Like this was like the perfect cherry on top. Kids on
biggest
the ground.
Pop I had.
Pterodactyl or flying flying dinosaur picking at him. Oh no. Who do you see coming in to save the day? Who is it? Starbuck come running in. He's running and gunning. Jumps, grabs the leg, fights off, saves his owner, saves the boy, lifts him up.
Honey, I was scared. I was scared when that. Mm-hmm.
He's carried up, drops the dog. He's okay. He's fine.
I couldn't look. You saw me. I was like, I literally have a hand up. I was like, I wouldn't look. I thought the dog was gonna die. I was like, nope.
God, such a cool moment to like. What a great payoff. Like
amazing.
Oh, what happened to the dog? He comes back, saves the day. They get back upstairs. Too late because there are these. I don't even know, a dinosaur, alligator looking. I mean, I guess it's obviously a dinosaur.
They look like the Gila monsters. You know what I'm talking about? Like, they look like Komodo dragons, like similar to that, and with like big dinosaur form. So like, they get back in the house and like they're going up the stairs, and all of a sudden, there's one, and then there's two, and then there's every corner they try to go to, they are absolutely outnumbered and swarmed in every direction.
I forgot to mention the first time they go up, they're in the librarian's house. They pass through a room. The husband is dead. He's been killed. The wife is in one of the bedrooms, door locked, shotgun ready. She's
ready, pointing at the door.
Like, is she gonna fire off on the the
I
family?
know. I thought she was gonna shoot them. I thought she was gonna shoot them.
All she sees is a shadow.
Yeah.
So she's been ready since they got there. They're swarm. I think she stabs it in the neck. One of them gets stabbed in the neck. It scurries off, and then they're just everywhere. And right at the last second, door opens up. Boom. One gets shot in the neck. It goes down. Stay away from these people. And then, man, she gets taken out.
Instantly killed.
Two sweet older ladies.
Well, I will say too, though, I thought it was really cool. Like when it was very clear that they were surrounded and there was no way out. That Anne Hathaway was just like when they when they come get me and they eat me, you guys run. So she was about to
Yeah.
sacrifice herself
Yeah,
for her
sacrifice for the
kids, you know,
kids. I know.
and then in that moment, that's when the door busts open and there's the librarian who,
Man.
you know, had the shotgun ready, didn't know they were there, hears their voices and saves the day, and then gets eaten 1 second
Dude,
later for doing it.
everybody had shotguns back in the 80s. Everybody was packing.
Clearly.
Everybody's packing.
Clearly. So now they have their path to
Freedom.
make another attempt.
They get to the roof. Portal's about to close. They all jump. They get in the portal.
Yep.
Splash. They end up in a pool. It's raining. It's in a pool. Sweet. Maybe not sweet. Ladies in their house watching TV. She hears some commotion going on. What are y'all doing? Get out of this pool. What are you doing?
She thought they were just having a good old time in her freaking pool.
They pulled a Robin Williams Jumanji. What year is it?
I wrote that down.
Did you write it down?
I wrote that down.
I literally just thought of it.
Did. I thought there's two moments that reminded me of Jumanji. I literally wrote what year is it on my paper?
The Stampede.
I really did.
We did touch on the Stampede.
And the Stampede. Oh, you read my paper. And the Stampede reminded me of Jumanji as well. Yeah.
But yeah, what year is it? Like, what the hell kind of question? Like, get the hell out of my pool, which is a very reasonable. Random people in your pool. It's pouring out. It's raining out. Jeanette's like, they see the neighborhood. Neighborhood's fine. They're in their neighborhood. Neighborhood's fine. Jeanette's like, I gotta. What time is it? What's the year? I gotta find my parents. She takes off.
They realize it's the same night. They realize that they've gone into an alternate like reality of where they live, but it is the same night, it is like minutes from when the event is about to happen. So she's like, I gotta go get my parents.
The daughter checks the mail, find out the year, find out the date. It's the year. What time is it? They look at the bus stop. It's like 10:45, 10:50. We still got time. What do we do? Team Denise. She has an idea. She sees the house. She gets the address. Stay with the kid. Stay with your brother. I gotta go do something. They're sitting at the bus stop. What are you doing? What are we waiting for? And what do you see off in the distance? Pizza. Greg's car with the pizza.
Greg's car.
They call the pizza place. I think it's Pete's Pizza. He's coming to deliver the pizza. He gets out the car. They rush Greg. They find their dad. They find their dad from another time. Another timeline. Whatever this portal that took him to. They find the dad, they embrace, they love you. He's like, what's going on? You know, obviously he doesn't know what's going on. I was thinking about a line that we'll talk about, your favorite line in the movie.
My favorite line, I wrote it down.
I know. I love you. Like, we love you. I want to be with you forever. Because she still has the picture with Greg and the dinosaurs banging in the background. In the background. And this takes us to the moment. You'll find out. There's the light. They see it off in the distance. The family goes off to like the edge. And I'll let you take it. They see the light.
Me?
They get dropped into right, the whatever the area is with all. They see all the dinosaurs. They see all the vegetation. And then Greg utters the famous line.
Is that a fucking dinosaur?
You laughed so hard. This is the line you laughed so hard. It was such a great line delivery.
I laughed so hard. I was like, that's the best line in a movie ever.
I was like, what a great line. You know, PG-13, so obviously I believe you get one F-bomb in a PG-13
one F-bomb,
movie.
and they used it.
They used it perfect.
Beautiful. Chef's kiss.
Dinosaur. What a great line.
Is that a fucking dinosaur? I died because you have to remember, like, he doesn't know what happened. They came back and... Yes. And in that moment, like, I really like when he comes up with the car. So like you agree with me that like she obviously like ordered a pizza, right?
Yeah, she's the one that called it in. Yeah.
So like absolutely genius. And then also too, but remember what I said to you when I looked over and you said in that moment?
I don't remember what was it.
She stole her own man.
Oh yeah.
Because her alternate reality self and the kids were in the house. So instead of like having a fight over like who's gonna live, she just called her mans out of there. And I was like, you just stole your own man's, girl. You stole your own man. Wow. 10 out of 10, girl. Smart.
That was a smart call. Very smart. I said, as we close out here, like, I know a lot of people like it. I felt like I did, in a way, kind of take away from that death, the kill scene, just like that moment. Because, like, oh, yeah, you brought him back eventually. But I thought such a sweet, clever. I thought it was pretty clever. Just like a good feeling moment of like, Oh, Greg's here. I miss Greg.
I think
Faults and all.
like the rest of the ending like made me not even think like, oh, that defeats the purpose of like the intense death. We felt that feeling in the
Yeah, that
moment.
was.
Like I felt that. It was crazy. Dad dies. That never happens. And it was intense and it was violent and it was in front of his family. Like it was not something that you thought was going to happen because that doesn't happen in the movies. But I don't, me personally, like obviously finished like the ending of the movie, but like, I feel like with the whole ending, I did not feel personally like it took away from the death.
I got you. I know. I feel like that part was a little. I know some people were kind of like talking about like, oh, I don't know. I felt about that. They're a little different. Overall, I liked it. I was happy with the ending.
Me too.
I was happy with the choice.
Yeah.
So yeah. So then it cuts to a couple years have passed. You see on the TV, TV pops up. They're going over on the news. 2 years later, the neighborhood is saved by Denise. I forgot the last name. Denise
Platt.
Denise Platt saved the day. She warned everybody. She got everybody out. Dinosaurs are either being captured or killed, unfortunately. I was a little sad. I was like, oh, poor dinosaurs.
I mean, they're
just
gonna
minding
kill
their own
people. What are you gonna do?
business.
You can't save them all.
That's true.
They did what they
Dinosaurs
could.
So yeah, and then they cut to like they do like interviews, little very short little Mrs. Huddleston. Oh yeah, Denise was so wonderful. She called me and told me to get out. The librarian and her husband are still alive. Yeah, she saved our lives. And our good old friend Mel. We didn't always see eye to eye, me and that Denise, but she saved my life.
That was
He came around.
incredible. That was incredible.
That was funny.
And I love what the librarian said too. She was like, I trusted her and I knew I knew she wasn't bullshitting. I knew like I had to get out from what she was saying to me. And I was just like, you took those freaking final minutes and you called all your neighbors and you saved
their
all
lives,
your friends.
Even Mel.
Saved your man.
Saved Mel, even though she hated him. It's a
Beautiful.
good woman. Team Denise.
Beautiful. Yep.
But yeah, and then they show camera pans out. Beautiful home. Home is looking nice. Beautiful looking home. Beautiful brick walling there in the hallway. The daughter pops into the doorway. Mom, food's ready. What is she wearing? Cornell sweatshirt.
Cornell sweatshirt. They can afford it now.
Because Denise is typing up her book. She published her book already. End of Oak Street. She published a book.
Oh, she said
it. Very cool. She published her book. They go, they cut to the hallway with a bunch of cool little photos. The dinosaur with Greg. Some Christmas photos. A lot of little photos around of like, how amazing their life is now that they have some money. And they're happy.
Yeah.
And Greg's alive. Then they go to the backyard where this is interesting. They're in the backyard. Jeanette is back there. And then all of a sudden, another Jeanette comes into the frame with her parents. So two Jeanettes, the parents, and then the family, the Platt family.
Yeah.
So is there not another? If there's another Jeanette, where's the other Greg and other Denise and kids? That makes sense. Did you
well,
think
she only got Greg out. Like she had Greg deliver the pizza while herself and the kids were in the house.
Okay, I guess I understand. And then Jeanette got her family out in time. Is that what happened?
Jeanette got her whole. So basically, Jeanette was like, "I gotta go get my parents." Probably not thinking I'm also there. Like I'm there too. So like Denise realized myself and my kids are in the house, but like we're here. We don't need two. So instead of
crazy.
calling her, instead of calling her own house and saving herself and her kids' other version, she was like, "Nah, boo, f that." That's why I said she stole her own man because she called her man to come, knowing that her kids were there, like and then she let the other. So now she let an alternate version of herself and her kids go die in another universe. Team Greg.
So they have two Jeanettes.
Yep, two Jeanettes because she went to go get her parents and
one Denise and one, the kids. Now there's two Jeanettes with her parents.
Now there was there was also, I don't know if you noticed this in the pictures that they showed. Did you notice who was with the son?
Oh, a new girlfriend.
It was the girl from the beginning of the movie.
The blonde?
The blonde that was like remember like the daughter's friend and then the boyfriend came and kissed her and whatever and like la la la. It was her.
Oh wow.
I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, audience, let me know. But I'm 99% sure it was her.
I'm not trying to think of what she looked like in the. But no, I didn't pick up on that.
I feel like it was. Oh, now I feel like I shouldn't have said that now. What if it wasn't?
Now we can research.
I think it was though. I think it was. It was wrong. You know, roast me in the comments. It's fine.
No, you're good. No, that's cool. My thing is like, obviously, she's older. That's an older friend. Like, how are you pulling? You're such a dork. How are you pulling this older girl? And
I don't know. His whole family kind of like saved a whole bunch of people. So
that's true. But yeah, and that's the end. It ends on that very happy. Everybody's having a good time in the backyard. Very cool.
I loved it.
What an amazing, yeah, a really fun, just great movie. Really fun.
Chaotic movie with a very, very, very satisfying ending. Oh my gosh, the whole time I was on the edge of my seat. It was so great. And what I feel like it ended like so. I feel like that ending scene was so fast. Like they come into the pool, and you just kind of. I felt like, oh my god, like what's gonna happen? Not realizing it was literally right about when the event was gonna happen. So that's why like I agree with you that the pacing was so perfect because it just did not. Like you said, it didn't overstay its welcome. I love that. It really did. It ended at the perfect spot, the perfect moment. Everybody's happy. Everyone's together. Two Jeanettes, and then happily ever after.
Jeanette ended up with the sister. They were together.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, the brother likes her, but oh no, the sister and Jeanette were hitting it off. So
yes,
they ended up together.
Very cute. I liked it very much.
It was such a great movie, and that's the
I
end
know. And that's the end.
That's the end.
Very, very satisfying ending. Incredible movie. I literally was like, you can attest, I was next to you. I literally was like this the whole time. I was like freaking out over like a whole bunch of scenes and stuff like that. Thank God there's only a couple of lovely ladies in the theater with us because
I know, there's only 2 other people.
I had moments where I just had to say something, but could not really and truly could not recommend more as like a summer blockbuster. Very fun, suspenseful, gory, funny, crazy, violent, gory as hell dinosaur movie. Like really and truly, it's so worth your time and worth your couple bucks to go see it.
Yeah, I'd say if you are able to catch that in the theater, definitely catch it. But for sure, when it comes to streaming platform, definitely check it out for sure.
Fresh, I hope we are able to do more Entering Endgame goes to the movies.
Yeah, I had a great time. I love like talking earlier. We both love movies. I love talking movies.
Yeah,
and kind of diving deep into the movie, kind of breaking it down and just having discussions. So I would love to have more Entering Endgame at the movies.
Me too. If you guys enjoyed this episode, let us know. And if you watch the movie, let us know what you guys think. And if you think our opinions stink, please send that information to Fresh only. Yeah. We'll be the date of recording today, by the way, is August 26th. It's going to come out. I'm going to edit this tonight and put it out as a surprise episode. Our next episode of Entering Endgame, we're going to actually, Fresh and I'll be recording on Friday, but it's going to come out on the last Monday of every month, as always. It's going to be August 31st. Where we will do our regular video game news podcast. So we look forward to having you back then. Fresh, any final thoughts before we say goodbye to the people?
No, I think we hit on everything about the movie. Amazing movie. And like I said, I love to do more things like this. Like, there's a lot of cool movies that have been coming out. Like, oh, that'd be fun to talk about. Yeah, I agree. Where can the people find you, Fresh? You can find me at twitch.tv fresh so I can even talk right now. fresh64_. You can find me playing lots of fun games. Yeah. Where can they find you? You can find me on twitch.tv/Ashley with 2 E's _FL. You can go to ashleyfl.com. All my stuff is there. If for anything Entering Endgame, you can go to enteringendgamepodcast.com, and every single thing Entering Endgame is there. With that, guys, thank you so much for listening to this surprise episode of Entering Endgame Goes to the Movies, and we'll see you guys in about a week. Bye!